Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this video I'm going to show you how to draw really simple eyes. This is great for stylized portraits, or if you're drawing figures and the eyes are really small. Okay, with that said, let's get on with it. So the first line I start with is that top eyelash. So I start with the corner and I break it into three parts. I go the corner, a diagonal line, and then a longer line for the top eyelash. And that's a thick line which makes that top shape of the eye. The next step is to draw the iris shape. And you can see that the top of the circle is cut by that top line. Then you can draw in the pupil, and I like to leave a little highlight in the corner. The next step is to draw the supporting lines. These for me are usually very thin lines, and that includes some lines on the bottom to indicate where the bottom eyelash is, and then a line on the top where the fold of that top eyelid is. And I'm going to add in here the top eyebrow so you can see it in context. Then I'll add some shadow on the top of the eye, because usually that top section is in shadow. Darken up the iris. In that corner it's especially dark. And there's a little bit of shadow underneath that eyelid. So here again, starting with those three lines, the corner of the eye, the more vertical line, and then the long line which comes around. Now I'm drawing the supporting lines, the fold, the eyelashes, and then I'll put in the eyebrow again, and you can see where the main shadows are. Now moving on from the angled eye, this is more of a side-on eye, and you can see a lot more of the white and also the curvature of the eyelashes. There's a little dark shadow in there, and I'll also add some other shadows. The three eyes I just drew then are really good if you're doing a portrait where the eyes are a bit bigger, but when you're drawing figures, usually they're quite small. So I'm using the same technique here, where I'm using the three little lines to indicate the top dark eyelash. The iris is circle cut at the top, and then very thin lines to surround it. And then to show another style, you can have exaggerated eyelashes. And then these two examples, I'm extending that bottom line. Instead of having the bottom eyelash thin, I'm making it very thick. And on the right, I'm actually enclosing the whole shape. Another way you can draw the eye is to shade in the whole iris black and just leave a little highlight. And I've drawn one on the left a bit more closed and one more open. And some people like to draw eyes very narrow, so they just draw a straight line across the top and no highlight, just a little bit of black where you can see the eye. Now in context, how do you draw these eyes? So sometimes I draw those three lines for the top of the eyelid, then I can skip down to the nose and lips. And here I'm using the very narrow eyes, but just the bottom of the nose. The split between the lip is the most important line there. And then if you're drawing an angled head and you want the eyes in the right position, sometimes you need the eyebrows to give you the context. This is a side-on version. And then shade around those same spots, bottom of the nose as well, and the top lip, and underneath that bottom lip. Well, I hope that was helpful. If you want to support this channel, head over to my Patreon page, and also you'll get some extra content to help you with your sketching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.